Thank you for tuning in to the all-new season of Stories Philippines podcast. Is the Black Lady of Loakan Road hunting you next? So, ever found yourself swapping spooky stories around a campfire, only to hear about a shadowy figure who's more into haunting than haute couture, lurking on the misty turns of Loakan Road? Yeah, same. Now, if you're the type who checks under the bed for monsters or can't resist turning the Ouija board into your personal hotline with the paranormal, then buckle up. We're about to jump headfirst into the legend of Baguio's very own Black Lady, and let me tell you, she's not here to hand out candy. This is no run-of-the-mill ghost story that ends with, "and it was all just a dream." Spoiler alert, our leading lady in black doesn't do cliches. If you're brave enough, or perhaps crazy enough, to explore what makes her tick or haunt, you're in for a tale that's part bone-chilling mystery and part unexpected travel guide. Why does she prefer Loakan Road? Does she have favorite hauntings during full moons? Could you be next on her to spook list? Put on your detective hats, or maybe grab a garlic necklace, because we're about to dive deep into Baguio's chilliest legend. And I'm not just talking about the weather. Whether you're here for thrills, laughs, or simply can't look away from internet rabbit holes at 2 a.m., no judgment. Welcome aboard. Let's solve this mystery before someone decides to make it into an inspired by true events flick. Who is the Black Lady of Loakan Road? So, you've heard the rumors and the spine-chilling tales whispered around campfires, but who exactly is this mysterious Black Lady causing everyone in Baguio to double-check their locks at night? Legend has it, she's more than just a ghostly figure wandering aimlessly along Loakan Road. She's an ethereal presence, enveloped in mystery and draped in the darkest of veils. They say she appears under the cover of foggy nights, her silhouette barely discernible, but for the mournful light that seems to emanate from within her. Is she searching for vengeance? Or maybe, just maybe, looking for a companion to join in on her eternal midnight promenades? Dive deeper into local folklore, and you'll find the stories about her are as diverse as they are terrifying. Some depict her as a lost soul forever grieving, possibly over love gone horribly wrong or a life cut tragically short. Theories abound. Was she a jilted lover doomed to roam the earth, or perhaps a victim of some unspeakable crime, seeking retribution beyond the grave? Therein lies the allure. No one knows for sure. But hey, if you're feeling brave or particularly adventurous, perhaps you could ask her yourself? Just be sure to plan your escape route first. Local whispers suggest that any encounter with the Black Lady isn't something you'd want to post on your IG stories. Major understatement alert. From gentle sobbing heard in the dead of night to sightings of her sorrowful, shadowy form gliding silently by startled passers-by, these accounts will have even skeptics sleeping with one eye open. And what adds another layer of nope to already nope-filled cake? Even technology seems to shiver at her presence, with tales recounting how electronic devices falter and flicker when she's near. So much for getting that hat ghost selfie. Whether she's a harbinger of doom or simply misunderstood, the Black Lady of Loakan Road has etched herself into Baguio's rich tapestry of myths and legends. Each tale told adds another piece to her enigmatic puzzle, yet it seems we are far from solving it anytime soon. One thing's for sure, whether driven by morbid curiosity or an irresistible draw to the unknown, people can't help but be fascinated by this spectral lady in black. Perhaps next time you're on Loakan Road and feel a sudden chill wind brush past. Well, let's hope it's just Baguio's natural air conditioning at work. The origins of the legend. Now that you're sufficiently creeped out by who our shadowy lady friend might be, let's rewind and tackle how this all started. Spoiler alert, this isn't your usual bedtime story. It's more like the kind of tale that would have you turning on all the lights and maybe, just maybe, reconsidering your stance on nightlights as a fully grown adult. The origins of the Black Lady of Loakan Road are shrouded in mystery, much like the foggy road she supposedly haunts. But if we dare to delve into Baguio's past, we might just uncover a few clues that breathe life or afterlife into this eerie legend. Baguio City, with its picturesque landscapes and chilly weather, isn't just famous for its strawberries and Panagbenga festival. It also holds darker stories tied to historical events. Imagine sprawling mansions that witnessed both World War II's hardships and the city's transformation over decades, each corner holding whispers of times gone by. Some say the Black Lady was once a real person whose life ended in tragedy, perhaps a lost soul from wartime atrocities or an unfortunate victim of a more personal vendetta. Others speculate her existence stems from deeper, mythical roots, maybe even predating many of Baguio's most storied structures. As legends go, pinpointing the exact start is tricky business. It's like trying to find your phone in complete darkness, but without any hopeful, vibrating sounds signaling its presence. Yet, something about the Black Lady has folks piecing together real-life tragedies with supernatural lore to explain her hauntings. Perhaps the most chilling aspect is realizing these aren't just campfire stories meant to spook us. They're tales emerging from genuine tragedies, transforming into lore that lingers on Loakan Road long after dark. Whether born from history's pages or the depths of collective fear, one thing is for sure: the Black Lady's story paints a haunting portrait against Baguio's misty backdrop, making every whisper of wind feel like an invitation into her ghostly realm. So next time you're in Baguio, thinking it's all fun and horseback rides, remember, some tales start where the trail ends. Spine-chilling encounters. If the origins of the legend weren't enough to have you clutching your blankets a bit tighter, wait till you hear about the first-hand accounts that are so bone-chilling they make nighttime in Baguio feel like a scene straight out of The Conjuring. Picture this. You're walking down Loakan Road. The mist is thick enough to slice with a knife. And then bam! You're no longer alone. Travelers, both skeptics and believers alike, have reported encounters that range from feeling an unexplained chill down their spine to coming face to face with what they swear was the Black Lady herself. These tales aren't for those who prefer their nighttime strolls ghost-free. One particularly gripping account comes from a trio of unsuspecting tourists who decided to test the legend. They ventured out with nothing but their flashlights and a healthy dose of disbelief. But as they neared the infamous bend where most sightings were reported, their laughter quickly turned to screams when a shadowy figure draped in black seemed to glide across the road and vanish into thin air. They left convinced and maybe needing new pants, vowing never to return after sundown. Now, if you're thinking, I've seen scarier stuff on Netflix, remember, it's all fun and games until the Wi-Fi goes out. Cynics might wave these stories off as tricks played by an overactive imagination, or perhaps too many horror movie marathons. However, when you consider that similar experiences have been detailed by different people over years, each oblivious of others' tales, it's hard not to let curiosity nibble at your rationality. Whether it's descriptions of sudden drops in temperature or unshakable feelings of being watched, these narratives share eerie similarities that beg for an explanation. So next time you find yourself on Loakan Road after dark, maybe keep an eye out, not just for stray dogs, but for ethereal ladies in morning attire looking for company. Who knows, she might just decide you're her next walking buddy or victim. Potato, potato. Why she chooses Loakan Road? Ever wondered why some ghosts are desperately clingy to certain spots, almost as if they had unfinished business with the very roads beneath their ethereal feet? Welcome to the mystery that is Loakan Road, a spot where Our Lady in Black seems to have VIP membership. What's with this particular road that makes it a prime haunt? Pun totally intended. Let's just say, if you were looking for a spine-tingling nightly stroll, Loakan Road has all the right vibes. Fog thicker than the plot of an Agatha Christie novel, and history so rich it could fill several volumes. It's not just about the moody weather or the fact that this road looks like something straight out of a Gothic romance. Historical tidbits suggest that significant events occurring on or near Loakan Road may have left emotional imprints strong enough to lure our shadowy friend. Perhaps she's drawn to its mystical fog because it mirrors her own turbid tales of yore. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the whispers of past loves and unavenged wrongdoings echoing through the trees that call out to her soul, If she has one left, that is. Do eerie happenings get caught up in historical undertow and wash ashore on this particularly mist-covered stretch? It's as if Loakan Road was perfectly designed for ghostly musings, a catwalk tailor-made for showcasing the latest trends in spectral appearances. Yet every haunting tale comes with its unique twist rooted deeply in local lore and soil enriched by centuries of stories untold. Delve deeper into this conundrum. Could there be unresolved narratives etched into the very essence of Loakan Road? This beloved haunt of hers might not only be bound by geographical coordinates, but also by tales of sorrow, betrayal, and mysteries locked within Baguio's heart. So next time you wander around hoping for a casual rendezvous with our local celeb ghost, remember, it's not only about who roams there, but why they've chosen never to leave. Dealing with an encounter. So you've brushed up on your ghost lore, traipsed down Loakan Road wrapped in the chilly Baguio fog, and oh no, there she is, the Black Lady, looming like your overdue assignments. But fear not, we've got the ultimate survival guide for when ghostly legends decide to crash your evening stroll. While we can't guarantee 100% success, we're writers, not exorcists. These tips might just help you avoid becoming a spooky anecdote. First things first, stay calm. Remember that scene in every horror movie ever where the protagonist freaks out and makes everything worse? Yeah, don't be that character. Instead of freaking out, try engaging with her. Politely decline any invitations for a midnight haunt or offer a sympathetic ear. Maybe she just needs to vent. If politeness fails and you find yourself without an old priest and a young priest on speed dial, it might be time to bust out some local folk remedies. A string of garlic might work. If she was a vampire, but hey, worth a shot. Now for those modern-day Ghostbuster tactics, consider downloading an EMF, electromagnetic field detector app, before heading out. Yes, turning your smartphone into ghost-detecting gear is as much about bravado as it is about bioelectric fields. But if there's any place to pretend you're part of a paranormal investigation team, it's Loakan Road at witching hour. For extra protection, keep some salt handy, a classic deterrent against all things spectral according to supernatural aficionados everywhere. Lastly, should your encounter escalate from chilled to terrifying, remember this: running is absolutely an option. In fact, cardio might just be your best friend in this scenario, thanks Zombieland. And if all else fails, just remind the Black Lady that there are plenty more intriguing souls back in cyberspace. That latest viral scare isn't going to meme itself. Whether facing apparitions or just the shadows of midnight trees swaying in the wind, with this pseudo-survival kit prepped and ready, who says you can't mix adventure with a dash of supernatural inquiry? Scientific explanations versus folklore. So, you've heard the bone-chilling tales and are already checking under your bed twice before sleeping. Who wouldn't, right? But let's take a break from the ghostly noises and see what the science squad has to say about our mysterious lady in black. Because, as much as we love a good scare, sometimes there's more to the story than meets the eye. Or, in this case, what disappears into the fog. First up on our scientific showdown are psychological phenomena, brain tricks that could make Sherlock Holmes give his iconic puzzled look. Have you ever been alone at home but felt like someone was watching you? That's your brain playing director of your personal horror movie. Scientists suggest that high-stress situations or even certain atmospheric conditions can make us more prone to experiencing hallucinations or feeling presences that aren't there. Toss in the spooky aura of Loakan Road, and voila, you're one step away from convincing yourself the Black Lady is tailing you. But wait, there's more. Environmental factors play their supporting role in this spectral drama too. Loakan Road's famed fog could be messing with visibility, leading travelers to misinterpret shadows or ordinary objects as wandering spirits, a phenomenon known as pareidolia, seeing faces in random patterns. And let's not forget about infrasound, sound waves below human hearing capability, which can induce feelings of unease or dread. Some experts think this might explain why some places feel haunted. In this round of scientific explanations versus folklore, it seems both sides have their points, but don't cancel your ghost hunting plans just yet. While science offers fascinating insights into potential causes behind our fearsome encounters, it doesn't quite capture the thrill of trading ghost stories by flashlight or challenging friends to visit haunted locales. Plus, who says you can't appreciate a good scientific explanation while still enjoying a bit of supernatural speculation? So go ahead, weigh the facts against the lore. Maybe the Black Lady is out there waiting. Or perhaps it's just your mind playing tricks on you beneath the moonlit sky of Loakan Road. Your chances of seeing her. So, you're itching to know the odds of bumping into our ghostly lady during your nocturnal adventures on Loakan Road, huh? Well, fellow thrill seekers, it appears certain elements might just tip the scales in favor or disfavor, depending on how brave your heart is, of an encounter with the infamous Black Lady. First up, timing is everything. Legend whispers that the wee hours before dawn are her favorite catwalk times. Combine this with the misty embrace of Baguio's colder months, and you've got yourself a prime setting for a supernatural rendezvous. But wait, there's more to this spectral equation. Your state of mind plays a massive role too. It seems our ethereal friend has a penchant for appearing to those whose minds are open to the paranormal, or perhaps those stressed enough to start questioning their own sanity. Hey, no judgment here. If you're the type who devours horror flicks like popcorn or loves scaring yourself silly with ghost stories at 3 a.m., congrats. Your psyche might just be attuned enough to pick up on energies others shrug off as just the wind. Now let's get scientific for a second, because we can't all suspend disbelief forever. Skeptics argue that factors like low visibility conditions and the power of suggestion could amp up your chances of thinking you've seen something spooky. But where's the fun in that explanation? Whether it's powered by belief or bolstered by Baguio's eerie ambiance, seeking out the Black Lady certainly adds an electrifying dimension to any nighttime wanderings on Loakan Road. So go ahead, pack that bravery and maybe a flashlight, because hey, who says you can't be part of your very own ghost story? Joining the hunt, thrill seekers experiences looking for the Black Lady. Why settle for the latest horror flick on Netflix when you can dive headfirst into a real-life spooky adventure? That's exactly the motto of those intrepid souls embarking on what might just be the ultimate ghost hunt, seeking out the enigmatic Black Lady of Loakan Road. Picture this. A group of thrill seekers armed with nothing but flashlights, cameras, and perhaps an ill-advised sense of invincibility, all ready to chase down a legend that has had locals locking their doors at night for decades. It's not every day you get to toss your hat into the ring of paranormal investigation. But then again, Baguio's own spectral lady isn't your run-of-the-mill ghoul. From organized ghost tours to solo nighttime missions armed with GoPros, enthusiasts have been gathering their courage, and maybe a friend or two who didn't manage to talk them out of it, to document evidence of this restless spirit. Some come back with eerie audio recordings. Others swear they caught a fleeting shadow in their photos that couldn't be explained away by mere fog or tricks of the light. And then there are those who leave empty-handed, but with tales about how the chilling silence and sudden drops in temperature were enough proof that something otherworldly was indeed sharing their path. Delving into these hair-raising escapades offers more than just goosebumps. It provides insights into why we're drawn to the mysterious and macabre. Each person's recount adds another layer to Loakan Road's haunted reputation, turning seekers into storytellers. Whether it's live tweeting their nocturnal jaunt or posting a vlog walkthrough peppered with hopeful Luffig-Himlink. Did you see that? Comments. These modern-day ghost hunters create a communal narrative around fear and fascination. So here's the thing. If shuffling through foggy roads in search of an apparition sounds like your idea of fun, joining the ranks searching for the Black Lady might just pen you in as a character in Baguio's ever-growing urban legend anthology. Tag us if you do go, just don't drop your phone when she appears. So, you think you've got guts? Prove it in Baguio. It's been quite the eerie ride, hasn't it? Diving deep into the chill-inducing tales of the Black Lady of Loakan Road leaves us with more than a few goosebumps, but also a burning question. Why do we get such a thrill from stories that make us want to sleep with the lights on? Maybe it's the adrenaline rush, Or perhaps it's the age-old human obsession with mysteries and the afterlife. Whatever it is, legends like these have snaked their way through generations, binding us with an invisible thread of curiosity and fear. And now, here you stand, or sit, no judgment, at the precipice of adventure and storytelling. With every person brave or crazy enough to seek out the Black Lady, her legend only grows, becoming richer and more terrifying with each new tale. So, are you ready to toss your hat into the ring? Next time you're in Baguio, dare to tread Loakan Road as dusk creeps in. Who knows? You might just become part of local folklore, or at least score some killer stories for your friends back home. Remember, pics or it didn't happen.